Hi guys, welcome to Thomas Was Alone with a Facecam. I know my camera's really bad. But hey, if you guys can put up with it, then by all means, I'll continue doing it. So,
Thomas was alone. Wow, a weird first thought to have. Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
this is a game I've played for a while. Well, this was one of the first games that I've played. Probably ever. Well, modern games. Because I had a long period of time where I didn't play any video games, just like at all. It was about 9 years, I think. But, you know.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
So this level, I think there's rising water, so I'm gonna have to do this quickly. Oh no, I'm thinking of another level.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Don't we all?
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was? Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
I haven't played this in a while.
Well, not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
So excuse my failures. Sorry I'm not talking much, I don't really have much to say.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine. happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Yep. That's how this whole game works. Teamwork.
You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
Yeah. I like this game a lot because it has a lot of elements of, you know, wondering who you are and what your place in the universe is. It's sort of my thing.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
I see myself as more of a Chris. I used to be a Thomas, but I'm more of a Chris now.
The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
The angry orange one. Sorry, my bad, it's me.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
Not really.
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph. Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Well, this is where I'm going to stop. So I'll see you guys in the next video.